Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, good afternoon. It is Friday, August 20th, 2021. Just about 3:30 in the afternoon. AMC is up about 1.5 points at 34.36. We've kind of just been hanging out in this channel between 32.5 and 34.5 all day. Nothing crazy. But we are green for the day. I'll take it. Today, I just want to get into a couple topics that I've seen floating around, and I've been able to do some research on them. Shout out to Christine for keeping me updated yesterday while I was at work all day on what was going on through Twitter. I appreciate her. Just know if I'm not uploading, it's not because I'm being lazy or anything. If I can't add anything to the conversation, or I don't find anything that's going to be relative or be able to update you on something, then I just won't put a video out just for views. It's not what this channel is about. If it ain't going to go towards helping with the squeeze or keeping you guys solid in your conviction, I just won't throw out anything. But I have been working, and I plan on uploading a few videos this weekend on a lot of things that I want to talk about. So stay tuned, and I promise you there will be more videos coming in the next 48 hours. But before I go any further,
cue the speeder.
And you just said that on camera. This going viral.
guys, thank you so much for crushing it and getting me to 1,000 subscribers. If I haven't earned your subscription yet, this is the way. All right, my friends, let's get into this. So here is the lawsuit that I want to talk about. This lawsuit was filed, I believe, 2 days ago in a Florida court. And the defendants here are as listed: Citadel Connect, Citadel Hedge Fund, Citadel Securities, the DTCC, FINRA, Ken Griffen, Robinhood Financials, the SEC, and Webull. So he's basically suing everybody and their mothers. And basically he's looking for grievances of about $1.5 million. The plaintiff is a guy named Donahue George. I can't tell by this paperwork, but it looks like his name is actually Donahue George, not George Donahue. But apparently this guy has filed a couple of these before. These, I guess, frivolous lawsuits, if you want to call it that. What I will say is that there's about 9 grammatical errors in the first bullet point of the introduction. Nobody edited or spell checked this, which is terrible. So there's a good chance that this might get punted. Okay, what I will say about this lawsuit is right here in bullet point 9, he states the SEC, FINRA, and DTCC have a contract with the American people to ensure an open and fair market. The plaintiff performed by paying the SEC, FINRA, and the DTCC their salary every year. The SEC, FINRA, and DTCC have failed to perform by turning a blind eye for all the years to the illegal activities of the hedge funds, market makers, and dark pools, which are all the same. They're all one entity. And when acting like they were fulfilling their obligation under the contract by punishing the bad actors, they only fine the bad actors a small amount compared to the profits that the bad actors received for their behavior. These minuscule fines, instead of deterring bad behavior, encouraged it. And they just looked at as the petty fines of the cost of doing business. And he's basically looking for reparations for this. Now, here's what I'll say. I definitely think this lawsuit is absolutely 100% getting punted. He does not have an attorney. He's representing himself against Citadel and their group of lawyers. Good luck with that. He's going to get smoked. But shout out to him for not sugarcoating anything and basically calling out exactly what we've all been saying. These 3 organizations, which are supposed to be checked by the government, which is backed by the Fed, have not been acting in the best interest of the American people since the beginning of the stock market. We haven't had a fair shake at the market ever. It's been manipulated and it's been rigged in their favor to take our money. And Ken Griffen is living on the 38th floor condo in Miami on South Beach. There's a reason why he's able to afford that and I can barely cut a rent check. It can't get any more simpler than the way he put it. We are, and you know, I don't think you can sue for the reason of paying their salaries and they're not doing what they're supposed to do. But he is right, though. Our taxes go to fund these government organizations, and these government organizations are corrupt because they are not doing their job. They have allowed this to continue. This malfeasance has gone on and on and on for how many decades, we don't know. But if it gets some attention like it is right now, maybe there'll be some media attention if they have to actually settle up and go to court. If there's any lawyers out there looking for a pro bono gig, get on this. We should all be suing them. They're not doing their job, and we should be throwing everybody out of Congress right now, out of their seats in 2022. They should all go. They're all corrupt. They're all dirty. All they care about is their campaign donations and keeping the lobbyists with money in their pockets. And just go down the list with Pelosi and all of them. You know, she's amazing. She's, NVIDIA and Moderna are just killing it right now. And AMC we can't get back into the 40s again. But Pelosi's made $100 million in the last 2 months. It's just ridiculous. So shout out to this guy. All right, the other thing I just want to talk about real quick, the Brazilian stock market thing. So if you haven't seen it yet, I'm just going to break it down real quick. The reason why the market cap looks so inflated is because you have to take into consideration that the Brazilian real is worth about a sixth of what the dollar is. So it's going to look inflated or bloated because the United States dollar, if you have 96 billion in Brazilian reals, that would be like I believe 178 billion in United States dollars. So just remember the Brazilian real is about a fifth of what the United States dollar is worth. So that's why the numbers look so off. And again, shout out to Christine for sending me that screenshot on Twitter to let me know what was going on. And I looked into it and figured out that the reason that's happening is because of the currency exchange rate, right? That's why the numbers are so off. So the last thing I want to get into, and I'm probably going to save this for the next video because I don't want this to be too long, but last night on Tim Pool, they talked about Palantir buying $50 million worth of gold bars to counter a black swan event. So it's basically something that you can't see coming. All these different small things add up to a large thing. So let's put that into perspective right now. Let's say the housing market, unemployment, the eviction moratorium, and COVID. Those four things could lead to a black swan event. And Palantir has bought $50 million worth of 1 ounce gold bars. And all I'm going to say about that, guys, I'm not going to talk about Palantir as a company or you get, to go invest in them. Total transparency, I own Palantir. I think in the future they will be $1 trillion company in the next 10 years. I think it's one of the best data analytics stocks out there. But until we squeeze, AMC is the mission. I'm sticking on that. I just want to bring this to your attention because we have been talking about a correction coming in the market, what Michael Burry is saying, and he's going against Kathy Woods now. Ape Nation right now is as strong as I think it's ever been. I think people have come to accept the fact that this is going to be a war of attrition. And a lot of us, I think, are just going to say, you know what? I just really don't care what's going on until they cover. They can't have my shares. So I think that mentality is working right now. And I think we're just about as solid as ever. So shout out to all you guys who are holding for me, and I'm holding for you. All right, if you made it this far, if you wouldn't mind liking the video, I'm trying to build a channel up the best I can. But just taking that 2 seconds to like the video is huge. If you could just do that for me, that's the only thing really I ask for. And I appreciate all of you guys commenting. All right, that's all I got for this afternoon, guys. I'll be back with another video later tonight. I'm going to go more into depth about this Tim Pool thing and something that was on Joe Rogan's podcast the other day that I thought was important to think about. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.